Hi guys, it's me Danielle Danny Buttons. It's been a while. We're in a very precarious position today, but I really want to get this video to you. As you can see my monopod, you can see my notebook. We're actually filming from my living room right now. Today is March 26th. We are in the midst of this quarantine, and I'm actually attempting to quarantine from Samuel, my husband, which is why I'm in the living room. He's a banker, and he works in the branches in grocery stores. So one of the grocery store workers actually has the virus, and Sam might have come in contact with him. Almost definitely not. We're not that worried, but of course, much better to be safe than sorry. So I'm now in the living room for the next few more days, and he's back in the office, and I've been sleeping in the guest room, and he's been sleeping in the bedroom, and it's a whole long thing. Sorry if you didn't need to know that, but that's just what's been going on over here. I hope everyone is being safe and staying in if possible, and yeah, just staying clean and healthy and all that. This is obviously really scary times, but we're gonna be okay, I think. So I'm here to show you my coloring pages from January, February, and March. It has been a while since I've done one of these videos, and I apologize for that. Until this past week, essentially, I was kind of in a really big coloring slump. I don't know why, but just it wasn't keeping my attention very well. But then obviously now, not being able to go anywhere gives you a lot of time to color. So these are not in order of when I did them, except I think the first one is the first one I did. I kind of always put them in order of like least favorite to favorite pages to talk about, give or take, not precisely, but I'm just going to show you. Also, hopefully I'll be doing more videos, but if I do, my nails will not be changing because my nail dresser is closed, so I apologize as they grow out more and more. All right, into it. This first one is Colorful Expressions. It is a Color It book. I have two of their books. They're very nice quality. They have like a blotter page they come with. They're thick, but the page I did in here was this one, which is, I suppose, When Pigs Fly. I did this with my Neocolor 2 crayons. I got the Neocolor 2s for Christmas, and I wanted to try them out, and I knew this paper could handle it. So there's that. I don't really know how to use them very well, to be honest, because as you can see, it's streaky in different places, but it's still fun, and I like when things look watercolored. I don't know if this even looks watercolored or just streaky, but that was my goal. Also, as you can see, there's shadows in some places that I can't really avoid because, again, I'm in my living room / dining room instead of my normal filming space. But yes, that is picture number one. Okay, number two. Color by Number Animal Stencils. This is a Color It book. And I did the page. Where's my Post-it? This elephant. My friend got me this book, I want to say for my birthday. And he was visiting, and I had him pick one, and that's what he picked. This is a color by number. The colors are the same on every page, which is really useful. Like the color palette, I think, is the same in almost all of the Sun Life drawing books. So what I actually did is I had an extra set of markers that I just put tape labels and numbered the whole set, and I just keep them together for whenever I use Sun Life drawing. So I did that. All right, Spiroglyphics. This one Sam got me for Christmas. I actually did two in here since we last spoke, I guess. So this one's hard to get around the big guy, but okay. The tiger, this is actually the cover picture. What I've been doing with these is just straight coloring them, obviously. There are different ways to do different techniques. You could like color in the lines in the other way if you want to make it bolder, but I like it like it is, and it's just nice and mindless, this type of coloring. So I did that one, and then I also did the previous page, which is the piggy, which I like it. Also, they show up seemingly much better in the camera than even in person, which is good because sometimes in person it's sad that you can't see it very well. But you're seeing it pretty good. Like you can see his little nostrils and everything. So that's that book. I enjoy this book a lot. There's 3 of these that exist from this brand. So hopefully I'll be getting another one soon. Why not? For my birthday again, my friend Joanna got me this book, Shades of Kawaii by Miss Wah. I think there are 3 different volumes of this one. The cover's really nice, but I think the inside's Amazon paper. But I just did this page in here. I just used my Prismacolor pencils, and this was one of those times I just pressed down really hard. I didn't worry about shading or anything. I just pressed really hard to get it as even as I could. I don't know. It's very an interesting page. I was going to do blue clouds and then just changed my mind and went for purple. And I kind of made them look like donuts, or hopefully. I think that's what they were supposed to be. At least this guy. And then those other 2 I did pink. So a nice and simple one, but I'm glad that was my first page in this book. Okay. Mandalas. So I actually bought this book for Joanna. She had wrist surgery, so I of course bought her coloring book. That doesn't make sense. So together we've actually been like FaceTiming this past week and doing coloring together, which is really nice to have somebody different to talk to. And she picked this one, and I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but this yellow and this light blue are in glitter, and then the rest of it is just markers. I don't know if I love my color palette here. I think especially this navy is throwing me off, but I think it looks good overall. So I'm happy to have done that one. I really like these Camellia Angelkova books. I want to say, I was keeping tabs. That was my 16th page in this book. Okay, Mythical Maidens. Now, Hannah Lynn is probably my favorite coloring book artist. I own every single one of her books, except I did not get her best of because it was a majority of repeats. I was like, ugh. But anyway, I own all of the books that are available on Amazon, and I hadn't colored in any in a really long time, and I was feeling pretty bummed about it. So, around, I guess just in February, because I did it on Leap Day, I ended up doing this page. This page, I also used my Neo Color 2s. This was my attempt at doing a background with them. I actually do really like how this turned out, except, like, especially this purple, you can almost see where I colored. So a lot of it blended nice, and that did not. So if you have any tips on how to use Neo Color 2s, or if anyone you know does good videos on the subject, please let me know in the comments, because I would like to learn how to do these better. But I still definitely do like how it came out. And I personally, for me, a lot of times when I'm done, I'm like, oh, I hate it so much. And then I come back later, I'm like, no, I like it. It's pretty good. So I really like the colors. I like everything, except again, it's a little bit like pen or crayon-y in some spots. So that's Mythical Maidens. Then, again, with my friend Joanna over FaceTime, we just finished one from Whimsy Girls at Work. We finished this lady. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about her. For whatever reason, like, I was desperate to do her in these orange colors. Like, I had the vision and went with that. I did, these are all silver, which I think you can tell that it's a little shiny. Yeah, you can see that. So again, instead of taking a long time with shading and all that stuff, I just went over it with Prismacolor pencils, and it is what it is. I did a little bit of shading on her face, and like I had 2 tones in her hair, but I'm just more needing to color to stay calm than I am to make beautiful art, if that makes any sense. So I'm very happy to have gotten my first done in this book too. Okay. So, maybe my real favorite, or definitely another favorite, is Emily Oberg. I love her 2 books. I wish she would come out with more. I would definitely be buying them. I actually did 2 pages in this, and I remember the order, so I'll show you them in order. I did this one first. This is another one that I used my Neo colors in. For whatever reason, I tend to use water mediums in her books. They're definitely higher quality than Amazon paper, but I don't know if I really should be using water. It holds it pretty good, but I tend to use either the Neo colors or my Derwent Inktense. So that's the first page. This little deer. I definitely did this one in January because it's like leftover from Christmas. And then I did this swan. This swan was actually weird for me to do. I showed my husband, he's like, what? You picked the swan? Because I do not like birds. My whole family is very afraid of birds. We're not bird people. We each have our own traumatizing bird stories. But my goal is to one day finish this whole book. So I had to do the bird. So I like how it came out. This is again all with Neo Color 2s. I've just been liking doing it to see all the color choices too. Actually did use a very light gray around here, but it's just hard to see. And is that metallic? I think these dots are supposed to be metallic bronze, but it's hard to tell in the lighting. So that is those two. Okay, then 101 Beautiful Mandalas. In this book, I'm just going in order. So I think I have like 6 new ones, but I just put my little post-it to where I'm up to, and then we'll just get to flip and flip. So I'm pretty sure done a video before of me doing a mandala, but usually what I do is I pick a color palette, and then I'll do 3, what type of Cali art markers, and then I'll do 2 glitter gel pens. So for this one, I ended up doing all 5 Cali art markers. I don't know why, but a lot of times I'll go and get color palettes from Pinterest. Then I've also started to do some monochromatic ones just because there's 100 in here. I gotta mix it up. So this was my purple one. Okay, let's see if you can see any of that glitter. This color is glitter and that purple is glitter. It's so hard to tell in the lighting, but they're there. And then I did blue. I really like how this one came out. This one was a bigger pattern, so I ended up alternating, which I hadn't done before. And then I did this one. This was actually just inspired by my most full gel pens. So this was kind of like the colors that aren't used enough. So I actually did 3 gel pens for this one. So again, it's really hard to tell. Can I even, oh no, see, that was a bad idea. Now I've hit everything. Can you even tell? That brown, this like magenta, and that champagne color. So I really do like how that one came out. And then I did an orange guy, and then I did a green one. I think that is the last one for now. So yeah, I just keep going in order, and I just think of different colors to do them. I have a few monochromes left. I tried to do some based off Disney princesses in the past, and I'm sure I'll come up with some other fun stuff. I do some based off holidays, things like that. So that is 29 of these done. So hopefully one day I'll be able to show you them all completed. Okay, now 2 interesting discussion books going on. Basically, part of what happens to me with all of my art really is I get stuck thinking you have to do things a certain way, which is pretty ridiculous because the whole point of art is just like interpreting things in your own way, kind of whatever. So these books, if you've seen my channel, you've probably seen these, are basically mystery books, and you could see on the back you have no idea what this is going to be, so you kind of go through and go color by color and outline it and everything like that. I love the outlining portion. You can see there's a thick black line around most of this. That's my favorite part. So I just decided that's what I'm gonna do. And I ended up outlining a whole bunch of them, and I'm just going in order and outlining them. And I enjoy that. And then for these specifically, what's fun is they're color by number. So if I want to only color one color on one page, I can because it's matched. So I actually got a bunch of these as a gift. These Faber-Castell artist pens. I have a nice stack now. And I outline, and then I've been going back through and doing maybe one color, and that's it. So these are your own books. You can do what you want to them. So let me show you. Ooh, also my spine's cracking though. I'm gonna have to glue that back down. But yeah, so I've just been doing the outlines like this. So page after page, and then I did just that little bit of green outline. I did the little bit of purple. Well, a whole bunch on that one. But it's just, I really love the outline part. More little bit of green. So I've done a lot in this book, but just the outlines. My thought is if I manage to finish all the outlines, then I'll just have a regular coloring book, and that's obviously not so bad. So I've been working on that. I'll definitely be doing more of that. And just a reminder, like, these are your books. You do what you want to them and don't feel guilty. So, okay, now finally, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen this. I think I posted it to one coloring group on Facebook too. But my husband had the idea while we were quarantined from each other to do split coloring. And what he decided that was is when you take a page and you cut it in half, and then I color half and he colors half. So I think we've done 4 or 5 so far, and we plan on continuing to do this while we're in quarantine and until everything gets back to normal. So this is Jade Summers, Baby Dragons. I picked this book because it has 2 of every page, and I also picked it because I figure he'll be okay doing dragons. Obviously, he'd be okay doing anything, but I would think it'd be more fun for him to do something like dragons. But yes, so here we go. For example, I didn't actually post these, so we're just going to have to rifle through. As you can see, my side, I have been using my Cali Art alcohol markers, and for this one specifically, he ended up using pencils. So we were originally sharing the markers, or for a page or 2 we did, but then obviously if we're trying to stay apart, we don't really want to be touching the same thing over and over again. So I just gave him a set of Crayola, and he just gets to keep them for the rest of this time, and that's what he uses. I mean, unfortunately, his are a lot lighter than mine are going to be, but it's the trade-off. We mostly do it to see if we end up picking the same colors, so that's kind of fun. We have not yet really even come close. This almost is close, but I'm pretty sure this is a blue instead of a green. So, and then he like drew that himself. That's actually the Raptors symbol logo, I guess. So it was pretty funny. But yeah. Oh, and it's funny too because obviously neither of us see the whole picture. I do because obviously I have the other copy and I'm the one cutting it. So he thought this was a road instead of a river. But on my side, you can kind of tell it's a river. Also, I ended up mostly just copying the front cover guy. But anyway, I told him, I'm like, Sam, I'm cheating. And he's like, no, I hate that. And I'm like, you don't even know what I'm doing. He's like, but you shouldn't cheat. It was really funny. Okay, here's the next one. This one is our most radically different one so far. But this one might be my favorite. 1, because of how different it is, but 2, I really love yellow. So I ended up using glitter on my side. Again, it's really hard to tell, but especially on all of my eggs, there's glitter. So that's why I didn't color them in different colors. But that one's so much fun. Then we got, yes, this one is the one we did where we both shared the same markers, and obviously like it looks so good that they're the same. But again, if we're gonna be safe, let's go all the way with it. So there's this one. We were pretty close on this one too. Light pink, dark red, pretty close. This was, I feel like I'm missing one. I'll have to go back. The first one we ended up doing, so he used a different type of marker for this, and I used a ton of glitter. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell again. I apologize, but all of these gems I glittered up. He used some glitter too, but that was our first one. This one is super, super different. So those are some pretty intense wings, though. I'm not sure what I would have done on the wings. And then we definitely did one more. So hold on one moment, please, while I find the last one. Aha! I think that's going to be it for now. Yes, so this one, I actually tried not to match, so I did mine coins all in silver, expecting him to be gold. He ended up doing like an almost orange instead, he's just so cute. Like he does like a little bit of shading and things like that. So yes, that was that one. And then I've already cut out, again, I'm not gonna be able to find it, but I've cut out the next one. So what I do is I just fold it directly in half and crease it, fold it the other way and crease it, and then cut along the line. I highly recommend this. It's a lot of fun. So if you have a significant other, or I'm sure children would love to do this too, you should try it. And if you do one, maybe let me know so I can look at it, because I think it's really cool and it's fun, and it's like a way to color together without, because again, he obviously does not color on his own, but he'll color with me sometimes, so this was really nice. But yes, that is all my pages. Like I said, it is March 26th, so there's a chance I will do a few more pages between now and the end of the month, but I'll just show you next month because why not? But again, I hope everyone is staying safe and staying inside as much as they possibly can, and hopefully getting a lot of coloring done. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye!